So we just busted open a drug case.
We took drugs off the streets. We took guns off the streets.
We did.
We made a drug bust today.
Hell yeah.
Or a gun bust or both.
We don't know.
Either way, today was not like Indy. It was busty. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to episode 91 of Dropouts. We have had probably the craziest day of our entire lives. I don't know if that's hyperbole yet, but it has been a... Oh, Jared, Indy's back. First of all,
Hey.
Indy...
Hey.
And right when she gets back, she has a considerable first world problem, traumatic experience.
I like how you said considerable first world problem. As if this isn't just like a problem for anybody in the world.
It's a crappy day, you know?
It is a crappy day.
Hit some intro music.
Here's some intro music.
We're about to hit you with some tea, sis. And it's not sweet tea.
It's quite bitter, actually.
Hey! First of all, Indy, say
What's up, B-Words? Welcome back to Dropouts. Gosh, it's been a while.
That was a powerful what's up B words.
It was.
And now that you're back, the first thing I want to say to you is please move back the mic a little bit. No worries. You know Indy's back when if you're wearing headphones, it just
you're
completely
right. But
blows
this
out
episode's about to get aggressive. I'm about to get aggressive. I got a lot to say about what has gone down in the last 24 hours.
Okay, let's start. So this is how the day starts. My family's in town. We wake up, okay?
I feel like I should be telling this story.
You know what? Have you ever been punched right in the nose?
It feels like
You don't
it
think
today.
I'm going to set it up and then pitch it to you?
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, sweetheart. Would you like to pitch it to yourself?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. I'm going to apologize for being aggressive, but you need to apologize for being aggressive as well. Go.
No, I feel like we should all be aggressive on this episode.
Okay, you're right. No apologies.
No.
So we all wake up. My family... You got me flustered now.
It's just stuttered.
So we all wake up. My family's in town. We're all sleeping through the night peacefully, I would assume.
Peacefully.
We think the world out there is safe. My mom wants to wake up in the morning and she wants to go to Heath and Mariah's house and visit their newly domesticated squirrels. We're not going to get into that story right now. That's separate. Just know we're going to go see domesticated squirrels in the morning. So we wake up. Indiana's going to drive us there in her car. Indiana, take it from there.
I wake up. It's a nice morning. I get myself...
We've been over that.
Shut up. I get myself ready. I grab some cantaloupe from my fridge and I hop on down to my garage. All right? I'm honestly ready for a great day to go see some squirrels and go live
Sorry.
and go live my best life. I wander into my garage. I look in my parking spot. Where the fuck's my car? My car's
Dun, dun, dun.
my fucking car's not there.
How many F words did you let out before you called me?
Where the fuck is our car?
No, Jared, we got to be... This is like a true crime thing. Like we got to be like mad and angry.
Probably about 5. I call Zach immediately and I go, "Hey, do you have my car?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "My car's not here." Okay, hang up. Call Jared. Jared, do you have my car?
No, you didn't call me. You
No,
burst open.
I called you initially.
You did
Yes,
not.
I did.
No,
I
you
called
did
you.
not.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
I did not
listen,
answer the phone.
Guys, this is...
You burst
Jared,
into the
Jared,
door. What?
Shut up. Let me tell the story.
No, that's not...
Jared, shut up.
No, the way
Jared!
you came.
Okay, let me tell it.
Okay, first of all, a couple things. What does it matter? First off, the car's stolen. That's all we want to know.
All right, whatever. Let me
Second
tell
of all,
can you just let me talk?
if you break our ears one more time in this
Jared,
mic,
just let me talk.
My name's
Zach.
Zach.
Shut
So
up.
close,
Both of
though.
you shut up so I can get my fucking words out.
you're great at treating people nicely. Go ahead.
Just shush so I can talk about this. I'm already ticked off enough that I have to fucking recount the story. All right. Anyway, I think I think Zach or Jared has my car. Somebody's pulling my leg or somebody's just borrowed it. I thought Miss Gina might have borrowed it because she was in town and she likes my car, but she always would have asked. Nobody has my car. I walk in and I go, "Jared, please tell me you have my fucking car." And he was like, "No." I said, "Are you joking?" He was like, "No, I really don't have it." And I was like, "Please tell me you're effing kidding right now." And then I come to the realization that my car has been stolen, right? Well, I came to that realization when the car was missing, but yeah, my car's been stolen. I call pretty much anyone I know that maybe would have played a prank on me or just needed it in an emergency. Nobody has seen it. Nobody has it. So I walk down to the police station. I make a report. They pretty much tell me that there's jack shit that they can do, especially in LA. It's a major problem here.
We're at the police station and the police officer says, "Hey, we're not going to basically look for it. But if you see it, I'm legally supposed to tell you don't follow it. But also, as a human being, I'm telling you just follow it.
Yeah.
He's
And
like,
let us
if
know.
you want your car back, I'd follow it.
Yeah. So
He also went on a rant. He was just like, he's like, if they do find the car and they see the person, the DA is a fucking idiot. So he's barely going to get a slap on the wrist and then he's going to be on his way.
Yeah, apparently if you steal a car, you don't even go to prison and probation is, or you don't go to jail. You get released immediately and probation is
non-formal, so you don't have to do drug tests or check in or anything.
And he said it's only like a 3-month probation or something
Yeah,
like
for
that.
stealing a $70,000 car.
I told the cop, I was
really
like, I might get into the business. This seems, I mean, if nothing happens to you, because honestly, start stealing cars. Who cares? And I was like, all right, man. And then I was like, okay, I've made the cop laugh. I'll say, hey, can we borrow a cop car since we lost ours? He's just like, no. I was like,
maybe next week, he said. Anyway, so I make the report. Last night, we were all out for dinner. I stumble, my bag falls out of my hands, and stuff falls out of my bag. And I thought I'd picked up everything. Turns out my debit card has been left in my car, which ended up being a slight saving grace for us because the perp, the criminal, has taken my card and begun to use it. So I get a notification from my bank that $3,000 has been wired out of my account. And I go, well, that wasn't me. That definitely wasn't me. And then I get more notifications that they've spent $100 here, $100 there, yada, yada, yada. They've probably spent around $4,000 on my account at this time. And I go, quickly. I go, oh my God. They've just spent money at the U-Haul in North Hollywood. Jared, Zach, get in the car. We're going. We race over to the U-Haul. We get there probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
at this point, we thought that they might have bought the giant U-Haul to put Indiana's car in there so no one could see it driving around because they have like super giant U-Hauls.
Yeah.
So we race to the U-Haul place and we say, has anyone named Indiana Massar because they used your card bought a U-Haul today? They're like, yeah, we have that name on record.
Tell my story.
Okay. This
We're
is
all part of the story.
I know, but it's my story.
And-
Fine, you tell the story. It's not like it's my story.
No, we're all
It's
telling the
at
story.
this point, it's
Fine,
all of our
whatever.
stories.
No, that's the only part I wanted to interject. I'm always going to send it back to you.
Go ahead.
No, that's all I wanted to say.
Whatever. We get to the U-Haul place. I walk up there. I explain the situation. I say, my car's been stolen, yada, yada, yada. They go, oh, shit. I give them my card number. The card's been used. They don't know if they can give me any of the information due to the privacy policy. I end up showing them that I have a formal police report. They end up getting permission from corporate. So we now have her. It's a woman. Shocker. Plot twist. We have her photo, her name, her address, her phone number, all the information, right? Jared and Zach, we decide to turn into little detectives. We hop in the car and we drive to this address.
Detective Justice. I've got the last name for it.
Justice is served.
All right, Jared, we're going to get back to the story now.
Sorry.
But honestly, if we start a restaurant chain, Justice is served
That's a great name.
That's
or
a
serving
very-
justice.
No, justice is served.
Yeah, actually, when I used to spend time with my father as a child, he used to always say that was his dream to open a restaurant with that name. But back to the story. We don't hang out too much anymore. Keep going.
So we pull up to this address. Lo and behold, what's parked out front?
A fucking U-Haul.
A fucking U-Haul.
Isn't it? Okay, I just want to talk about how crazy it was. The cops told us basically, write it off. There's no chance you're ever going to solve this mystery. And what do? We come together. We bond together in friendship. At one point, we did a 3-way high five, and we headed to the perp's location.
We start solving this damn mystery. At this point, I see the U-Haul. My hopes are high up in the sky. I think I'm getting this car back. And if I don't get the car back, I'm getting these motherfuckers arrested.
Because at the U-Haul place, she used Indiana's card and made up a story that you were her sister.
Yes.
And she has her ID, and they had to take a picture of her at the store. So we had a recent picture of her and all of her ID information. This is how we found out to go to her
this
house.
address. And in the photo,
10 minutes away.
In the photo, by the way, she's holding my card. Like she's got it in her hand in the photo, which I think is hilarious.
Well, can we blur out her face and show the picture?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
So we pull up. I see the U-Haul. Butterflies. I'm thinking, is this what these detectives go through every day? 6 times a day? Doubt they're solving 6 cases a day at this rate, but I'm thinking we've really done something. I walk past the car. I take photos of the U-Haul. insert pictures here.
No, I won't insert pictures there.
Why? Oh, you're
Fuck
fucking
it.
with me.
God damn it.
Okay, I'm a bit tired today, Jared.
You just took a 4-hour nap.
I'm exhausted still. I look inside of this U-Haul gas station cup on my records, on my bank statements. Where have they gone? A gas station. So I'm thinking, this is the car. This is the U-Haul that looks.
At this point, we're parked on the opposite side of the street.
Staking out. We're staking out.
We're staking out. We see a woman walk outside who fits the description of the picture that we have in our hand that we printed out at the U-Haul place. So we're looking at the picture. We're looking at the woman across the street. We took videos of her, and we see her get in the U-Haul. We're like, boom,
we
case
got her.
closed.
Dead to rights.
We got her. But we wanted to make sure. So we see her walk out of the U-Haul and back into her apartment building, and we knew she was in apartment 1. And so Jared, I filmed him, and it was a glass door to the apartment building. So he walked up. I have it on video. We can show his reaction of him. We'll have to cover the number unit of him looking inside. And his reaction is not subtle at all. He sees that she walked into,
What are you talking
into the first
about?
apartment. Dude, you went like this. You went,
Why he's dorky.
you gasped.
You did.
I was
You
like, we are undercover right now. And Jared's like, I think I found her. And then so he gets back. He's like, that's the apartment. That's the apartment. She walked in the same apartment that is on the ID that we got at the U-Haul place. Boom, case closed. So we call the cops.
Call the cops. I let them know what's going on. They send their units. Their units are on
And
their
they're
way.
there quickly. 45 minutes to an hour later.
45 minutes to an hour later.
Could have been a gunfight at this point.
Definitely. But they knew it was a non-emergency. So anyway, they get there. I let them know what's going on. They go, okay, well, we're going to go knock on her door, but she doesn't have to answer us. And I go, well, can I knock on the door? Can I just knock on the door and be like, I'm a delivery or anything? Because I feel like she's not going to open the door to 2 police or to 4 cops if she's stolen a car today. And they go, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, I just feel like she's not going to answer the door to 4 police. And he goes, all right. He walks away.
The cop walks away. I've got a Subway cup because Jared pretended to be a
Delivery driver.
a Postmates, but we only had 1 cup in the car, so you're just there's like
one
somebody
cup.
ordered a Coke from Subway on Postmates, and Jared just walked up and was like,
But it was 1 cup. It was empty with no lid or straw. Like it was the most suspect thing ever.
So we're talking to the cop, and we're like, should one of us pretend to be a Postmates person? I feel like I would have done it because my life means less than you guys, and I just want to protect you guys, and I'm the best human ever, and I probably deserve a lot of praise in the comments. But so the cop walks away, and he comes back. He goes, okay, apparently that's a liability. So we're not
He
going to
goes, these people who took ours could probably be armed and dangerous. So we're not going to do that. You guys are going to wait.
That didn't cross your mind initially?
So they start knocking on the door. I see her starting to fiddle with the curtains, and I think she's going to start running, like getting out of the balcony and running.
So Indiana.
I go, she's opening the curtains.
I was like, dude,
as
first of all,
subtle as can be.
Yeah,
I was like,
care.
stay low key. And she just starts yelling at the cops as they're like trying to like sneakily, because they were going to say it's a noise complaint so she'd open the door and they could arrest
They'd
her.
already knocked on the door at that point when she was doing that.
Yeah, but their plan was to knock on the door and be like, hey, someone called us about a noise complaint. Have you heard anything? They weren't going to start with,
No, I
hey,
know.
did you steal a car?
I know that, but they had already started knocking on the door and talking to her at that point.
But you don't know at what process they were in
Whatever,
on that.
I don't care. And so I knew she was not going to open the door. I knew that this wouldn't have gone anywhere. So they opened the door.
How'd you know? This is your first detective mission.
100%. I knew that it was not going to go anywhere. She says, I know my rights. I know I don't have to open the door and talk to you. This woman has a prior record from what we've heard. So she knows that she doesn't have to comply unless they have a warrant or anything.
At this point, the case has gone cold. We feel sad. We feel defeated. We can't get her. If she doesn't open up the door, there's nothing we can do here. Right when we got there, we looked everywhere for the car. The car obviously wasn't there. The U-Haul was there. And with all the information, it kind of made us feel good. The cop said, wow, this was great detective work. We actually got the call on the radio and thought to ourselves, wow, all of our work is kind of done for us. This is amazing. Let's go take this one. And then we realized that our car's not there. And since the car's not there, there's no evidence. So now we can only get her for identity theft. And then the cop said we can still arrest her. But after she didn't answer the door, we thought the case was closed. And then The case heats up just as fast.
Fast.
The U-Haul that we staked out, we noticed there was like anime tarp
Covering the windows.
and you couldn't see inside. But we saw her go to the U-Haul truck, put something in, and then go back out. And the U-Haul truck doors fly open just as the cops are leaving her place. Her boyfriend comes out of the U-Haul.
Someone comes out of the U-Haul and we go, and then immediately the cops put him in cuffs and start questioning him. And I go, holy crap!
So we have gotten one man arrested on the day for the crime so far.
Detained, but yes.
Detained. I think this is it.
This
They've
is the
arrested
guy.
him. This is
Opposite
the guy.
justice
They're a
strikes
tag
again.
team duo. Like
Tag team duo.
She took the card, he took the car, you know?
I'm thinking, yeah, I'm getting my car back. And at least if I don't get my car back, I'm taking these people downtown of the station.
And we're across the street because we're filming the situation. And then like Jared's like filming the bad guy, like, yeah, I got him. Yeah. And then he was very scary.
He looked like a drugged out Elijah Wood.
He looked terrifying, but he was just staring us in the eyes, all three of us from across the way. And we're all collectively like, should we put masks on?
Should we
And
hide our
turn around
faces?
and-
We definitely
He
were
definitely
like,
knows where Indiana lives now if they've got the card and her apartment building, her name, and then he could just look her up online. Like she's easy to find and know her face.
Not the most private person.
So at that point, we realized that we put ourselves a little bit at risk. So anyway, we got the perp arrested. We're in the clear. We've actually done something good with our life. We've solved a crime. The cops come to the other side.
not looking good, by the way. He starts shaking his head a little.
Cop shakes his head a little. He gets up to us and he did inform us it wasn't them.
It wasn't them.
Hell.
So we got we got
Tell me that wasn't the perfect sound
Long
effect.
story short,
we got someone detained who
didn't do it.
did not do it.
Did not do
The
it.
U-Haul was a complete coincidence.
Okay, but how?
How is that a coincidence?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
okay?
thinking that she
'Cause
might have like gone to U-Haul records and looked up somebody that had.
What?
I don't know.
What access does she have to U-Haul?
So
I
this
don't
is-
know.
so this is what-
access does she have to getting into
Wait,
a?
hold on, because they don't know this part yet. But the most interesting thing is the woman that we saw walk outside did look so similarly to the woman that they took a picture of the U-Haul place because she stole that woman's identity.
She stole that woman's identity
Because she looked so much like her, and then she could commit crimes and use her ID and say, like, this is just me, when it wasn't.
No,
So that's
she
why we
looks-
went to that address.
And the reason why that woman didn't open the door is because she has prior records and she knows her rights to not open the door unless you have to.
Still very much innocent in this situation, and we're sorry to
We're
you
sorry.
and your boyfriend
And
for
your
getting
boyfriend.
detained. And
But what is the what are the odds that a U-Haul is sitting out front of that address? Like,
Because that was
because the
thing.
cop came over and they're like, and they said, so the U-Haul was bought this morning based on the records, but the guy said he's been living in there a week, and we just opened up the doors, and it
it
is
looks like
disgusting.
he's
It looks
been
like
living
they've
there.
been living in there a week, which doesn't. Here's what it doesn't.
also doesn't make sense because
This doesn't make sense to me. I think you're picking up on what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. She has an apartment, a very nice apartment, and why is he living in the U-Haul outside?
That's what I was wondering.
Maybe they're going through a bad breakup.
Still, like, he's living in a U-Haul.
So then the cops basically say you can leave, and we headed to Dave's Hot Chicken, our favorite spot. That was going to be a reward for
my
figuring out.
my spirits are low at this point, guys. It's kind of hitting me. My car's been stolen. I'm feeling
$70,000 car, matte black wrapped, by the way. I'm doing very well for your age.
Thank you. Inside of it.
Jared and I are
some-
still Toyota Nation.
Inside
Yes,
of
sir.
it are some nice lawn chairs. I had some
I was going to
packages.
say lingerie. I was like, okay. Well.
No, some nice lawn chairs. An aloe puffer jacket.
And the
that
most
I really
expensive
enjoyed.
thing, our dignity.
Yeah, dignity. I actually had a lot in that car. Packages, jewelry, mail. My spirits are feeling low right now. Just thinking of the absolute shit show I have ahead of me with insurance and
Throughout this whole situation, we're FaceTiming Heath.
Mariah.
Because Heath had his car stolen,
Yeah.
or his truck stolen. So we were trying to get any insider information. And he wanted to be a cop at one point in his life. So he was kind of being our at-home officer. So thanks for the help.
Home officer.
And Mariah, she was my hype woman. She was cheering me along. She goes, "This is the craziest thing I have ever heard." Like, we're texting back and forth. Regardless, spirits are low. I order my Dave's Hot Chicken. I sit down to accept defeat when, boom, A blocked number calls my phone. Who calls my phone on a blocked number?
Why didn't I have this going the entire time?
Woo, woo! I get a call from the cops. I'm thinking it's just to say, sorry. We're not going to keep that going, are we?
Just for a little bit.
It
adds to the story, Indy.
Wait, quick plug for the people that sent us a light.
Shout out.
Oh, you guys got that sent?
It's a sick light.
Shout out to Aperture. This is their Amaron P60C. It's got a lot of cool features. This is their cop light feature, but they also have lightning.
All right, Jared,
Right? Boom. Lightning.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
They have a ton of sick features. We can get back to it now.
They've got fireworks. Hold on. Ooh,
Jared,
my favorite is fire. It mimics fire.
Oh, I do love
That's
the fire.
actually really
That's
cool.
pretty cool, right? Okay.
All right, back to the story.
Back to the story.
Get the cop lights back on.
Cop lights. There we go.
What a bright looking light.
I know.
Oh, it's fantastically bright.
The officer told me to answer block numbers today and for the next couple of weeks because that's what they will be calling me off
So
of.
if you're her ex, now's the time.
Now is the time. They asked me some information about the U-Haul guy that helped me at U-Haul, and they go, "We believe we have a suspect. We're on our way to arrest." And I went, "Oh my gosh, my spirits are immediately lifted. Hope has been put back into my life." Okay, I go, okay.
A new hope, I guess you could say.
I'll wait a little bit, maybe 15, 20 minutes. She's been arrested.
Woo! To arrest on the day.
They have her in custody. She admits to being the one in that photo holding the card, and she is booked and charged with identity theft.
Boom. Going down.
She's going down. Turns out she used the U-Haul to move contraband.
So we just busted open a drug case.
Well, we have no idea if it was drugs, weapons.
Stop.
No, hey.
Whatever's cooler. Drugs and weapons.
Drugs and weapons. Both of them.
We took drugs off the streets.
We took guns off the streets. We took paraphernalia off the streets.
We did.
Officer Justice, Officer Massara, and our friend Bailey were there to save the
what
day.
The hell?
You're the
I
rookie.
don't. What do you, I'm still an officer as a rookie.
I'm sorry.
You're
you're the
more of
rookie.
an intern.
Purely based.
What? How am I?
You're just kind of there.
What are you talking
You're
about?
just kind of the guy that gets donuts and coffee and we put in the bad situations.
That is kind of crazy. We made a drug bust today.
Hell yeah.
I mean, if anything, we did that. Like,
Or a gun bust or both.
we don't know.
both?
They wouldn't specifically tell. They had to use the word contraband.
Either way, today was not like Indy. It was busty. Small joke among friends.
Jail immediately. Anyway,
That's 3 arrests on the day.
so you know what? At the end of the day, so she gets booked and charged with identity theft. She tells the cops she's not the one that stole the car. She got the card from a male who stole the car and gave her the card to begin to use, whatever. And she's given the card back to him. My car's location and the person who stole it is still unknown as of right now. But we got an identity thief booked and charged.
And drug stuff.
And we
And
took
guns.
contraband off
And
the
guns.
street. So you know what?
And smuggling.
Not the worst turnout that we could have had. We're still waiting on any updates that the police might have us.
Well, it'd be nice if your fucking landlord gave you the footage from your garage.
I got some shit to talk about my effing landlord right now.
Cop lights are turning off.
I got some shit to talk. I have called the company that owns my building 5 or 6 times, even though I know they're closed today. I have my landlord's direct number. I've called him so many times today. I messaged him being like, I hate to bother you on a Sunday, but my car has been stolen. I need that footage. Hello, please respond to me ASAP. I need that
What if
footage.
he's in on it?
The police has.
Could be.
Your mom said that.
I know.
The police
It made me
has.
angry.
Yeah. The police has a person has a suspect in custody. They need the footage to confirm it's them, or they have to let him go. Please respond to me. Nothing. I get effing,
He doesn't work on Sundays, and he means it.
and he means it. I was like, you an asshole. Like, please just oh my God. Like, I'm so ticked off about that.
So now we're waiting for that footage so we can officially identify. It still could have been the woman that stole the car, and she could be lying.
Yeah, because
That
we
is
don't
true.
have the effing security
So
footage.
we're hopefully going to get that tomorrow. And then also, we're able to call Mercedes tomorrow to hopefully track the car. Apparently, they have something where they can do that with the newer models. Indiana has the newer model. Congratulations. Well, not anymore.
I'm worried that Mercedes might not be able to track it because it's had so many problems with its like console.
Yeah, because I was literally taking it in tomorrow at 9 a.m. to go get fixed. So
Oh, you're cutting his balls off?
that's hilarious. I was going to go in because I was having issues with the sound system. So, hey, guys, you got a busted car, huh? Sound system doesn't work half the time.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I like to scream right to the All right, guys.
So that was my day today. Honestly, I've decided I actually am pretty sad about all this. Pretty annoying.
Dude, just get another one.
Really inconvenient. I've got a lot to deal with insurance and the cops now, so maybe the joke's on me. Enjoy the car. It's a nice ride. She's smooth.
It's like
Yeah, but-
Jared's mom.
If you want the
Excuse me?
What?
if
Which
you
one?
if you want the sound to restart, if it does cut out, just turn her off for 5 minutes, turn it back on, it'll start up again.
To basically sum up the day, we solved the case. We didn't find a car.
Honestly, we did some good today.
But we're going to have updates through next week on if we get the car back, and we won't stop.
Until we find the car.
I won't.
Well, my attention span, I'm probably going to be done helping soon.
Your attention span on trying to find her car is going to be that short.
Thank you, Jared. Anyway, that was my day. But also,
Welcome back to America.
oh yeah, I'm back. I've been gone for like a month and a half.
We're going to get into your little trip, but I've got beef with Jared. Do you mind if I just kind of...
Oh my God.
He's got some chorizo with you.
I've got some quality beef this week. Wagyu. So listen to this. Okay, Jared, would you consider us friends?
Yes.
Oh, after this story, I think a lot of the listeners will sing a different tune.
I'm interested to see how you twist some of the facts in here, but
I'm not
let's
going
go.
to twist any of the facts.
That's what you love doing.
You stayed at Indiana's house for a month and a half.
Yeah.
While Indiana was
Ate
gone.
all my pasta.
We didn't. Okay.
You said help yourself, so.
we didn't see each other for that long. So our social meter towards each other was at an all-time low. We wanted to hang out a little bit. So I go into your room. We were watching To Catch a Predator.
Oh, really? You guys like specifically hung out?
This is the first time.
Yeah, we hung out for the
I've
first
been-
time in like a month and a half.
Jared gets giddy when I knock on his room and come in for 4 seconds because he loves to spend time with me, and that does warm my heart. So that is great. But this time I spent probably 30 minutes in your room.
Wow.
It was a good amount of time.
And I'm like, we're having a great time. And then I'm smiling ear to ear. I don't smile often. Jared's are always smiling, and even a bigger smile than normal because we're experiencing fellowship. And Jared turns to me and he says, Zach, I got $30 free on Postmates. And guess what I just got?
Hold on. No,
What?
no. I did this before you came in my room.
Does it matter?
Yes.
The logistics?
Yes, because this situation would have panned out differently had you been in my room when this occurred.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We'll see if it really matters. So Jared got $30 on Postmates. I walk into your room. So sorry. And then you deliver the information. Is that the correct timeline?
Yeah.
Okay. So Jared gets 2 free burritos at Chipotle with his $30 purchase. I walk in and he says, Zach, guess what I just got? I'm like, what? He goes, I got $30 free on Postmates. And guess what's coming to the house? I'm like, what, Jared? He goes, 2 burritos. I was like, dude, we're about to eat burritos. I had no food here at all. Like, this is amazing. And he looks at me and he goes, smile drifts away and he goes, oh, the 2 burritos are for me. And I said, oh, okay, man. Yeah, no worries. I just thought the way that you phrased it, I thought I'd be experiencing a burrito with you.
And you know what? That's my bad, right? Our social meter was at an all-time low.
We're watching To Catch a Predator together.
I know.
Chris
And
Hansen's on the screen.
Here's the thing. For the last month and a half, I've only been by myself, you know? I haven't had to think about anyone else but the dog over there.
And I thought I was your biggest dog.
You are my biggest dog.
It didn't seem like that when you didn't get me a burrito.
Okay, I admit.
And I immediately forgave you.
No, you did not. You're bringing it up on the podcast right now. That means you had no intentions of
You're acting like
forgiving
I
me.
brought it up on a different podcast as well.
You did. You brought it up on JD's podcast. Okay,
Either way, dude, come on. Like, not a good move.
No, not a good move. That was bad on my part. Okay, I should have been more considerate. I should have taken into account that
I've got a second beef. So.
maybe you'd. What is the second beef?
Oh, you just wait.
Okay, I should have taken into account that maybe you would also like a burrito. That is my bad. I did immediately go. I said, what do you like on your burrito? This is what I got on mine. I said my whole order.
And I did like what was in the burrito.
And I offered the burrito to you.
But so basically what I like to do is when someone wrongs me, I like to
Guilt trip him?
scar them emotionally.
Right.
So I could have easily just taken the burrito and we could have never talked about it again. And hey, I still got a burrito at the end of the day. But in my mind, I thought, no, Jared didn't think of me. And I want to make sure he thinks about me for a long time. So I denied the burrito.
Evil. That is so evil.
And I laid on the guilt trip very heavy. And every bite he took, I just said out loud, like, man, you don't care about me. And then he kept on offering me the burrito. I'm like, I can't take this. Like I've got 6-day-old Subway in the car, in the fridge, and I'll just eat that. And I just pitifully snack down on a old Subway as I look at him as he's enjoying the best time of his life.
Can I ask you something?
Me?
Yep.
And this is way bigger than the car situation.
Way bigger. You had $30 free on Postmates and you got Chipotle?
Well, I had been craving Chipotle, and then they just came out with like a new meat or something. It was the pollo asado, and I was like,
Yeah, I was a pollo el sado.
that was funny.
I can't believe you spent $30 on Postmates at Chipotle.
Well, okay, because I didn't know if you could order. It said it was only $30 for one order. So I didn't know if you could split that between two places,
No,
but
I'm sure you
technically,
couldn't, but like you chose Chipotle?
Okay,
Well,
so if
yeah.
everyone can do me a favor, and
I
I
love
mean
Chipotle.
and I mean everyone, please write in the comments a minimum of 3 times. Shame on you, Jared.
oh, please don't do that. That's gonna hurt my little heart.
Jared,
Oh, what was that?
this is your punishment. You either take it
You've already guilt tripped me enough.
or I kill you.
I don't. What?
So think about that.
You know what? Shame on me. Shame on. You're right. Shame on me.
Comment the shame on me thing. The second beef, and this one really grinds my gears.
What is this?
Do you have any
beef?
idea what this beef is?
No.
Why don't you rattle your brain on what this beef might be? I'll give you. Go ahead.
Does that have something to do with Robert?
Oh, does it have to do something with Robert? Robert is my grandfather, and Jared, you bought a couch online.
I did.
And you had my 70-something-year-old grandfather who has diabetes and black lung help you
I
carry
didn't know that second part.
help you carry this couch up
No.
when he can barely walk 3
No.
feet without getting winded
No.
and killing over.
You were so wrong on all of
He
your
probably
facts.
offered.
Okay, here's the thing.
he offered because he's a veteran.
I bought the couch. I
I think he's in some war.
hoisted that couch. It's a 7-foot couch on a dolly up 3 flights of steps by myself, and I got it in here.
Why
Did
can
Robert
I ask
or
you
did
why
Ro-
you didn't use the...
Because it's a 7-foot couch. It wouldn't fit in the elevator.
Did Robert help you or did he not help you?
He helped me, but hold on. I get it in here, and I'm trying to get it through this tight ass corner of a doorway. Okay, and
Shout out your mom. Keep going.
Robert gets up and he starts trying to lift the other end of the couch.
Did you say no, sir?
Yes, I
no,
did.
No, sir, not diabetes.
I
Go
said,
pump
Robert,
some insulin.
I said, you don't have to help me. I'll figure this out by myself. You can sit down. And he said, oh, I've been sitting down all day doing nothing. I want to do something. Okay?
Yeah, because he's a warrior.
He is a warrior.
But you also got to understand that warrior hasn't warriored before. So
okay.
he's not in the prime of his life.
So he was helping me like move the couch around. We weren't having any luck. And then your mom ends up helping us out too.
Oh, great. You got the whole family in on it.
Well, she offered.
We think nothing of it. Robert helped with the couch. He's a little winded. We thought, okay, maybe this is good, some good exercise for him. At this point, I'm applauding Jared a little bit. Thank you for including my family in your endeavors, even though you were using them and manipulating them for your gain.
I wasn't. They offered.
I'm talking. Okay. Oops. You've been watching too much of
I know.
other podcasts. So we go to a very nice dinner. We go to Boa Steakhouse. My family doesn't experience nice things very often. So Indiana was kind enough. You know the owner decently well, and he was able to comp our meal, which was fantastic.
That's very nice. Thank
Also,
you.
my mom stole a considerable amount of my steak. And if you're watching this, Mom, regurgitate it and send it back to me in the mail. Ugh. Okay, anyway, the whole night, Robert's kind of like, he's wearing the nicest khakis ever. And he keeps like touching his leg. He's like, it feels damp, but we don't really see anything. We get him home because it's a very dark restaurant. The guy is just leaking blood from his knee.
Really?
I mean, yes. I mean, it's like you stuck a tap in it. You're trying to get syrup up in
Was
Canada.
really that much?
It was so much blood.
There's a lot.
Oh, Edward Cullen just got a boner from like 2 miles away.
Jeez.
Yeah, geez. Okay. And then Ian and Summer, anyway, well, I won't get into any more vampire jokes.
I was like, how far is this going to go?
Nina Dobrev was there. Anyway, Klaus. Anyway, we're so sorry. So he's bleeding. I walk in. The man is just in his underwear bleeding. They're trying to sop up the blood with any towel they can find. And I walk in. I said, what happened? He goes, I hurt my knee. I think it was when I was helping Jared with the couch. And I thought, no. This man can't have diabetes, black lung, barely be able to walk, has had several death scares, and now bleeding out. I was like, this is it for my pop. This is it for Jared, because I was going to kill you. This is it for Robert. Good. Robert was about to die and bleed out. And then the funniest thing was the next morning, so ruin the pants. The next morning, we come out, and Robert's wearing shorts, and I'm like, what is on your leg? He is duct taped his entire leg to stop the blood.
He just we didn't have any Band-Aids and he couldn't find any. And so apparently he just took tissue paper, put it on his knee, and then took duct tape around it, and then gets up this morning. He's like, I gotta rip this off now. And so he just starts ripping it off his skin. We're like, Robert, you're gonna bleed again. Because Duran's going on. She's like, oh, his diabetes medication just makes his skin paper thin. He bleeds all the time. And I was like,
well, I wish you wouldn't have said that, so you would have felt worse. But
well, he
does tend to bleed all the time.
She was trying to make me feel better because I did feel guilty about him helping me move the couch.
It was pretty funny. He's just ripping it off. He goes, sometimes you just got to do it. I was like, I love you, Robert.
I do love Robert.
He's one of my favorite humans on planet Earth.
He is really great.
He's like an English bulldog with the best, because he breathes real heavy.
And he beeps.
I was sitting here watching basketball with him after we got the couch moved in and stuff.
He loves a good ball game.
Loves a good ball game.
But he had his bracket in his top pocket that he'd written in hand.
You got it.
He had his bracket in his top pocket that he'd written by hand. Like he'd filled out a bracket. Like I thought that was cute.
He's that side of my family's from Kentucky. Also, my grandmother came to town, and Robert, and now Robert's technically my step grandpa, so we just call him Robert. But that's my dad's mother and father. But they came to town with my mom to town, my mom and my dad divorced when I was like 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know what it was. But I thought that was great that they came to town together, buried the hatchet of the old divorce, and now they're friends.
It is kind of weird, though.
They hang out at least once a year, right?
This is maturity in its purest form. But anyway, much worse than your car situation.
Yeah.
Nothing. No, this was what I'm about to bring up.
Oh.
Nothing I love more on planet Earth than Kentucky basketball. And after the season we had last year, this was our season to kind of turn it around. And March Madness, I swear on my life, I love more than Christmas. I love more than
that's what I should.
Either of you, I love it more than anything. Kentucky gets bounced in the first round from being the number 1 2 seed, and I've never felt such despair in my entire life. Okay, Indiana, why are you leaving? I've never felt such despair in my entire life. Like, we're out of the tournament, and I didn't know what to do with myself. But like one of the coolest experiences I've had, or coolest things that's happened to me, like if you guys watch this podcast, I don't talk about it much on the podcast because I think you guys might find it boring. But I love sports and I love basketball. And ESPN gave me, there was very few celebrity brackets where people could create a bracket and put in my bracket group on the ESPN app. And they gave me a celebrity bracket.
They gave you Zach Justice.
So, like, I thought, I don't get too excited about too many things, but I thought that was really cool because I've been making a bracket since I was a little boy watching Kentucky basketball. I made 26 brackets this year. I had Kentucky winning every single bracket. That's how much of a fan I am and how much I believe in them. But we came up short this year, but next year we're going to win it all. And if we don't, I'm punching Jared right in the nose.
Yeah, I can't believe I'd made brackets too. By the way, I was in the top 1.78% of brackets
for the first 6 hours.
for the first couple of hours.
Because she guessed one upside, right? Yeah.
Indiana made her bracket based on which mascot seems scarier. She's like, oh, the Spiders are definitely going to win this one. And no one thought the Spiders were going to win. And yeah, they did.
Did you actually do it based on the mascots?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
And I had 2 perfect brackets up until I believe the 8th game.
So that's devastating for someone who's watched college basketball the entire year and thought you had it pegged. But it's like 1 in several trillion chance you have a perfect bracket. That's why there's the $1 billion bracket. If you get a perfect
still
bracket,
going on?
I don't know, but I feel like Warren Buffett will still give you $1 billion if you get a $1 billion bracket.
Oh, 100%. I feel like that's like written into his will that like he just has $1 billion set aside just for that specific reason.
So anyway, my team lost, and now I don't know what to do with myself. Indy lost a car. Who cares? But my Kentucky Wildcats.
I'm actually pretty sad about it too.
Which one are you more sad about?
Do you want me to be actually honest with you?
Yeah.
The Wildcats.
I find that to be a load of horse shit.
No, like at the end of the day, it's a car and I've got insurance. I'll figure it out. Like it is what it is. It's really inconvenient. But the win of Kentucky Wildcats this year would have absolutely...
It's like you're watching your favorite TV show all year, and there's highs and lows, and you're just binge watching it, and you're going season after season. It's getting better and better. And like we're waiting for this huge finale. And then like Game of Thrones, you get that last season, and you're like...
Oh, when you put it like that... That hurts.
Yeah.
But I love those. I love this team so much. I still love them. A lot of them are going to be back next year. I hope we can have some of them on the podcast.
Yeah, well, a couple of them actually follow Zach and I, and we've chatted to some of them. And when we were courtside, a couple of them, like we saw them like in person playing a game, and that feeling I think I will never forget. Like sitting courtside at a game where your favorite team is playing and they win, it's like that's a rush. That is such an adrenaline rush. You just want to.
I don't know if we talked about this before, but we went to Vegas to watch Kentucky basketball. I've been saving up for a long time just because I want to go to a Kentucky basketball game, and the game was about to get canceled because of COVID. The team we were playing, so everyone sold their tickets, and I noticed Kentucky was still getting on the flight. I was like, they're going to find someone else to play, so we got courtside seats. For the cheapest possible you could ever.
Like we got
what's cheapest possible.
I don't want to say it, but like
well, actually, Indiana surprised me with them because I don't got much money.
No, but like no, the reason why I did it, they were still expensive, but like at the end of the day, I was like, I will never, unless it'll be years and years and years and years before I get
thank you,
this
Indiana.
opportunity
And sorry
again.
for telling you not to scream in the mic. You can scream in the mic as much as you want for the nice Kentucky basketball present.
You're welcome. But I was just, in my head, it was your Christmas present. So
Merry Christmas.
It'll be years before I ever get an opportunity to get courtside Kentucky basketball tickets for the price that I did, like actually be able to afford them again. And I was like, I'm not missing this opportunity. It was also my first basketball game.
Wait, speaking of money,
Oh yeah.
I want to say thank you to Heath Hussar. He donated $1,000 to my surgery.
Was so sweet.
Yeah, I honestly wanted to cry. It was, hey Heath, and I gave him pumpkin seeds. I bought him pumpkin seeds because he ate some when he was
cameras
over.
can't see it, but I see a little tear.
Well, it was so sweet. I did because, well, if you guys don't know, I work just off brand deals and on the podcast, and we had all of our podcast money stolen from us from a very bad man.
Oh,
yeah. The $48,000 that we worked like everything up to pretty much this point was stolen.
Yep.
So we haven't made a dime off the podcast.
Not yet.
But I haven't had a brand deal in a very long time. That's the only way I kind of make money. And so like the bank account is very, very low at the moment. But so it was very nice. So the surgery was kind of very unexpected and very, very expensive. Even with all the discounts from the great doctor, Chad Lavender. Love you, buddy. But Heath donated $1,000. I mean, I don't think we're going to reach my goal, but even that he took the time to donate to my GoFundMe. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I want to say, if you guys want to donate to the GoFundMe, only if you have extra change. And if there's something else that you see that feels more fitting, like it needs it more, definitely donate to something that needs it more than I do. I mean, obviously it's going to be a lot of money and send me back quite a bit, but at the end of the day, like I'll figure out a payment plan or something. But if you do have anything spare, like it does mean a lot. And to anybody that's donated at this point, thank you so much. It's been heartwarming to see, and you guys have been writing such nice messages on it. And if you don't happen to donate, DM me on Instagram so I can properly thank you.
Oh,
That'd be very nice. You guys are the sweetest people in the whole wide world. And you guys are really going to help my knee out.
I mean, that'll just be a huge help alone just for like the travel and like staying there.
We got to drive, or we got to fly to West Virginia.
I'm not
probably
driving.
get a hotel room for 2 weeks because
Are you gonna come with us?
Yeah.
But like, even if we don't reach that, I'm so appreciative because that's physical therapy. If my insurance doesn't cover it because they've been full, then that's another like $1,000 a week when I get back.
Regardless,
Dude,
any amount of money.
Don't get hurt.
Yeah, seriously. Just stay inside.
Any amount of money really, really helps. So,
But also, if you don't have it, don't send any.
no, of course not. But any amount of money does really help, and so even just the $2,000 that we've started to raise is really, really helpful.
And if my knee gets magically better, I'll blow it all and not send you guys any of it back.
Magically better.
At least I'm being real. Yeah, but apparently ACLs can never heal themselves. So,
Nice.
and I would send you guys your money back. That's just a joke.
Just Josh.
Look, I think at the end of the day, a problem shared is a problem solved, and I think that we're 3 very smart minds right here, and we'll figure it out. And it really, really sucks, but we'll figure it out. Just like we'll figure out my car situation.
Was the Robert thing the actual second beef that you had, or did you have something else in mind?
No, that was my second beef.
Oh, that
What
was
did you
your
guys
second-
do while I was gone? Anything happen?
Okay. Listen to this. And you don't say a word until I'm done. You listen?
No.
Stop. No. You okay.
No, you.
No, hey,
What?
promise me. Hey. Listen to me, okay? Please don't say anything until I'm done.
Okay, I want to see. I want to see how wrong you get whatever you're
Okay.
about to say. Don't you throw
Shut
that.
up.
Oh, that would have been a great catch.
That
And a
would've been a
decent
good
throw.
catch.
Okay, little pitch and catch. Baseball, Dad, if you're out there, teach me how. Okay, so Jared, you stayed at Indiana's house, correct?
Yeah.
And you ate all of her food and everything. That's not even what I want to talk about.
Okay.
But you did that.
I did. Yeah. She said help yourself, so I helped
I didn't
myself.
expect you to use all my pasta. I'm still suspect about this granola. You said
I don't like granola. Why would I eat granola
I'm
if
not
I
sure.
don't like
I'm
granola?
not sure, but it's not there anymore. So
You know your couch, right? That's where Jared slept.
What are you about to say?
Jared slept butt naked
No, I did not.
on your couch.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. We
No,
talked
I
about
didn't.
it. And I said, I'm going to bring this up on the podcast.
I did not sleep butt naked on
Yes,
the couch.
Yes, you did.
I slept in my underwear.
No, you slept butt
I
naked.
did not
'Cause we had
sleep
a
butt
conversation
naked.
about this.
Jared,
I slept in my underwear.
still ill.
Bless you.
Wow,
That was
That's
the weirdest sneeze.
that's still ill.
You legit told me that you were nude.
I was in my underwear.
Look at me dead.
Do you
in the
sleep
eye.
naked in your room?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
because
So
it's
and
my room.
This is the conversation that we
'Cause
had.
it's my room.
And I said, and then you said, yeah, it was pretty cool in there. And I was like, did you sleep? I was like, you sleep naked in your room? Did you sleep naked? You told me you slept nude.
I did not sleep naked.
No, he's lying. I can see the tiny little smirk on his face.
I'm not lying.
You were ding dong doodling all over that couch.
I was not.
You in your undies on my couch, Jared.
I laid a blanket down because I
No.
didn't. For that exact reason, I didn't want to be undies on your couch.
No, what if I slept in my undies in your bed?
That's happened before.
That was an accident.
I caught him.
What?
Okay, regardless of whatever you say, I know you said you had your ding dong doodle out.
I did not. I slept in my underwear.
Did you get naked and take a shower in a shower?
What?
So you were naked somewhere in our house. Case closed. The office is yes.
Officer.
Did you walk around my house naked at some point?
No, yeah, I did. I forgot a towel one time. So I did do that.
My walls have seen
Just
your
like,
ding dong.
just like George after his 2 terms.
I better
Bush
go
was
delete all
out.
my. You know I have a hidden camera in there, right?
Oh, God. You're going to see some ding dong then.
I do actually
Why do you have a hidden camera?
for security.
Oh, God.
I live there by myself.
You're going to see some shit.
Dude, what if he's just like he puts peanut butter on his tongue and the dog's just like licking it?
Oh.
I would love that. No, I don't have it on a camera. I could see the panic in your face a little.
Yeah, because that would be some.
Anyway, Indiana went to Australia.
Yeah, I did.
Sick. Is that all you're going to say about it?
All right. I went to Australia.
Give us the speed run.
Speed run.
Haven't seen your family in 2.5 years because of a pandemic. You finally get to reunite with them. Tears were shed. Go from there.
I got to see my dad for the first time in 2.5 years. That was really interesting.
How was he?
He's good. My parents are going through a divorce right now, so it's kind of an awkward situation. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. It was kind of an awkward situation some of the times, but they're doing really well at figuring it out and keeping everything civil. So that's really good. That was good. I got to see my brother perform his for the first time in drag. I hadn't seen that. He's been doing it for 3 years, and I hadn't seen it yet. So that was really cool. And so my grandparents. It was my pop's birthday. That was incredible. I got to drive a boat. Drove my boat.
Fun.
Which I haven't done in years.
Fun.
My family dog's pretty sick, so we literally thought he was going to die on Christmas Day, but he's pulled through until I got home. So I was able to see him and spend a lot of time with him. And I feel content knowing I got to like say goodbye and spend some time with him because he's doing pretty bad again now. And we don't think it'll last much longer. So, I got home with me one of his puppy collars and his little name tag. So I have those with me. But I'm glad that I was able to like say goodbye to him and like spend time with him before he passes. That was actually really beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel like I should save it for the next episode. The mom story.
Are you allowed
Yes,
to share
I am.
You're not allowed to say that.
Yes, I am.
How?
I've asked permission for my mom. My mom's been telling everybody that story.
All right.
I'd get extra permission. Tell it.
I would double down, get it in writing, get
yeah,
a signature.
She's been telling everyone this story. Everyone. I'll get double permission, but she said that I could talk about it. My mom did something effing wild.
We'll leave it on a cliffhanger.
We're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger.
What did Indy's mom do?
Also, can you apologize to your grandparents for all they wanted you to do was not wear a hoodie on the podcast?
Nan and Pop. Hey guys, it's Nan and Poppy. The one thing that they said is that I should be presenting myself a little better on the podcast and not slouching and wearing a hoodie and not acting like I care. I totally would have gotten dressed up tonight and like played a better part, and I totally will do that next week. It's just been a bit of a day, and I got my car stolen, so I feel like I have a bit of a pass today. I also am jet lagged, so I took a nap for about 5 hours, and now it's almost 1 a.m. So next week, I swear I'll be presentable because I won't be jet lagged, and my car would have been stolen for a week at that point. So I feel like it won't be as fresh. I'm sorry, Nan and Pop.
Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. This was a very energetic episode, which we haven't had in a while because we've had nothing to really talk about. But
I got all my Australia stories to still pull out next week, so come back for that.
There we go.
Oh, the cliffhanger. If you stay to the end, send me a picture of the next car Indy should get.
Oh, do it. I would love to know your ideas. It's got to be an SUV.
We'd get some unique ones.
Yeah, we'll get some unique ones. But thank you guys so much. Hopefully you like the podcast. And please subscribe. We always forget to say that. Apparently you say that if you're on YouTube. And leave a comment.
Your favorite part.
I say this.
Leave a like and a comment. Yeah, but we got to like really drive it home. If I say it, they'll actually do it. With you, they're like, I don't want to do that. Indy said it. But if I say it, they're like, oh my gosh, Zach will do anything for you.
All right. I'm Indiana Massara. That's Zach Justice.
And that's allegedly.
That's Jailbird Music. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment down below anything you'd like to see from us, or your favorite part, or just if you have a comment. Make sure you shame on Jared. Shame on Jared. We'll see you guys next week in another episode of Dropouts. It's good to be back.
Bye, my little baby birds. Is the outro different than the intro?
Nope.
Didn't sound different.